Well, we know that Trump is desperate to pry the nation's attention away from Kamala Harris, and he managed to do that today, but not exactly for the reason he was hoping for. As part of his interminable temper tantrum over the fact that Kamala's rallies are now garnering bigger crowds than his own rallies, which, let's be honest, is the only thing he actually cares about, and yes, I include his own children among that list, Donald Trump took to Truth Social, writing, "Has anyone noticed that Kamala cheated at the airport? There was nobody at the plane and she AI'd it and showed a massive crowd of so-called followers, but they didn't exist. She was turned in by a maintenance worker at the airport when he noticed the fake crowd picture, but there was nobody there, later confirmed by the reflection of the mirror-like finish on the vice presidential plane. She's a cheater. She had nobody waiting and the crowd looked like 10,000 people. Same thing is happening with her fake crowds at her speeches. This is the way the Democrats win elections, by cheating. And they're even worse at the ballot box. She should be disqualified because the creation of a fake image is election interference. Anyone who does that will cheat at anything." He then cited a screenshot from some dude named Chuck Calesto who tweeted a quote, "breaking report exposing how the Harris campaign was busted using fake crowd photo at campaign rally stop." Trump then posted again, this time writing, "Look, we caught her with a fake crowd. There was nobody there." And then finally, everything about Kamala is fake. Now, let me just be the first to say, I can't believe I allowed myself to be duped. Here I was thinking that Kamala's crowd was real because I thought I saw it with my own eyes, but now that this guy named Chuck posted a picture onto Twitter, I realized that in fact she landed to exactly no one. Too bad for the Harris campaign that there exists no video evidence that could actually prove people showed up to the rally. Oh wait. There is also photographic evidence beyond the one photo that Chuck decided was his smoking gun. AP photojournalist Carlos Osorio also took photos that, surprise, surprise, showed an identical crowd full of throngs of people. And Snopes, the fact-checking website, actually ran the photo through an AI image verification tool, and it detected a 96% likelihood that the image was human, as in not AI generated. So yeah, you see, the thing about trying to lie about the existence of a crowd in the year 2024 is that people tend to catalog rallies where 15,000 people show up to welcome the next president of the United States. And so I guess the options here are to either believe the photos, the videos, the rally footage, including my own live stream, and the thousands of people who went and saw it take place with their own eyes, or you can believe this guy named Chuck who says it didn't happen. Take all the time you need with that one. In fact, you're not going to believe this, but this guy Chuck is known for spreading disinformation in the past. Like, for example, the conspiracy theory that the January 6th insurrectionists were actually members of Antifa, a claim that was duly fact-checked by CNN's Daniel Dale. So as far as Donald Trump is concerned, either he is truly that easily manipulated by very, very, very obvious disinformation, or he is just that desperate to manipulate his audience into believing that Kamala and Tim Walz aren't as popular as they obviously are and will say anything to try and get that point across. And frankly, I'm not sure which one is worse, because if he is that easily manipulated, think about the implications for our national security. If he's that easily manipulated by some dude named Chuck, think about how he can be manipulated by the world's autocrats and dictators who are much more dangerous than Chuck. Think about how he could be used by Putin and Xi and Erdogan. Think about how he could, seek to undermine NATO on their behalf. Surely he couldn't be that dumb. But the flip side is that he knows the image is obviously real, but he has so much oozing contempt for his own supporters that he'll try and convince them that a very well-documented rally, along with other very well-documented rallies, was somehow not real. For as much as Donald Trump tells his audience that Democrats are the enemy, no one has more disdain for Republicans than Republicans. And look, clearly Kamala's popularity has struck a chord with Donald Trump. He simply cannot get over how, on the one thing he truly cares about, his precious crowds, he's not only not winning, but he's losing to Kamala Harris. The racist old white guy is getting upstaged on a daily basis by a black woman. Sometimes there's actually poetic justice in politics. And let's be clear, Kamala's campaign knows that they've got Trump's number. The campaign tweeted, 1, this is an actual photo of a 15,000 person crowd for Harris Walls in Michigan. 2, Trump has still not campaigned in a swing state in over a week. Low energy? Amar Musa, Kamala's director of rapid response, tweeted, Donald Trump is definitely not mad. Do not say Donald Trump is mad. And let's be honest, the trolling is working. Trump is essentially self-destructing at this point, lashing out more and more with each passing day. Here's how he reacted, for example, when he was asked about crowd size just a few days ago.
Oh, give me a break. Listen, I had 107,000 people in New Jersey. You didn't report it. I'm so glad you asked. What did she have yesterday? 2,000 people? If I ever had 2,000 people, you'd say my campaign is finished. It's so dishonest, the press. And here's a great example. I had in Michigan recently 25,000 people, and 25,000 people we just couldn't get them in. We had in Harrisburg 25,000 people, and 20,000 people couldn't get in. We had so many. Nobody ever mentions that. When she gets 1,500 people, and I saw it yesterday on ABC, where they said, oh, the crowd was so big. I have 10 times, 20 times, 30 times the crowd size, and no, they never say the crowd was big. That's why I'm always saying turn around the cameras. I'm so glad you asked that. I think it's so terrible when you say, well, she has 1,500 people, 1,000 people, and they talk about, oh, the enthusiasm. Let me tell you, we have the enthusiasm. The Republican Party, and me as a candidate, but the Republican Party has the enthusiasm.
Again, Donald Trump is definitely not mad. Do not say that Donald Trump is mad. Here's the thing that really gets me though. Trump is supposed to be the strong man, right? He's supposed to be tough, supposed to be a winner, and yet this dude is so afraid of Kamala Harris that he's demanding she be disqualified from the race, all because some random shitposter online said that her 15,000 person rally was fake? Maybe someone close to Donald Trump should let him know that that doesn't exactly look strong. He looks like a whiny little bitch who knows that he's gonna lose and is lashing out, which, for once, would at least be a shred of honesty out of Trump. I've got a really exciting announcement. I've written a book. It's called Shameless. This book explores how Republicans have exploited their historical branding while attacking our democracy, how the media has proven itself a willful participant, and how Democrats can learn from this to rebalance the political scales and save our democracy. It has been a lifelong dream of mine to write my own book, and so I'd like to ask you to pre-order it by clicking the link right here on the screen. And if you buy within this pre-order period, your book is going to come with a signed nameplate. As you know, I've never had a single sponsor on my channel. I don't ask for money or anything like that, but if you're looking for a way to support me, this is hands down the best way to do it. So again, follow the link right here on the screen, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for pre-ordering Shameless. And as always, make sure to subscribe to see more of my content.